Novak Djokovic Itinerary. When is top-ranked player competing next post-Australian Open? Will he participate in Indian Wells and Dubai? When will Novak Djokovic compete next following the conclusion of the Australian Open? What is Djokovic's upcoming schedule? Is he planning to partake in the Indian Wells and the Miami Open? Djokovic faced defeat in the semi-finals of the Australian Open against Jannik Sinner, marking his initial loss at a Grand Slam since 2018. As Djokovic re-evaluates, he will strategize the remainder of his tennis season and schedule. Novak Djokovic is presumably still contemplating an unfamiliar sensation, a defeat at the Australian Open. The top-ranked player succumbed in the semi-finals to Jannik Sinner, experiencing his first setback at a Grand Slam since 2018. This also marked Djokovic's first defeat in the last 4 rounds in Melbourne, breaking a streak of 10 previous semi-final victories at the event. Djokovic commented afterward that his performance against Sinner was among his worst at Grand Slam events. Nevertheless, significant objectives lie ahead for Djokovic this season, including 3 additional majors, the Olympics, and a projected return to 2 tournaments he hasn't participated in for 5 years. When is Djokovic set to play following the Australian Open? Djokovic hinted at taking some time to consider his schedule after exiting the Australian Open. "I want my thoughts to settle. When I calm down, I will move on and see what tournaments I will play," he stated, as quoted by Tennis Majors. "I made a commitment to myself that I will give it my all this year, with the priority being slams and the Olympics. We'll see whether something will change. In this stage of my life and my career, some surprising decisions are maybe more expected compared to 20 years ago." In February, there are 4 ATP 500 events. In Rotterdam, February 12th, Rio de Janeiro, February 19th, and Dubai and Acapulco, both February 26th. Djokovic has participated in Dubai in 3 of the last 4 seasons, including the last 2 consecutively, but his return in 2024 remains uncertain. How long will Djokovic maintain world no. 1? Djokovic is now in his 410th week as the world number 1, and despite not defending his Australian Open title, he seems poised to retain the top spot for an extended period. Djokovic currently holds a 600-point lead over world number 2 Carlos Alcaraz, with minimal points to defend until the French Open. His only point defense before the start of April includes 180 points from Dubai, and throughout the clay season, his total is 315 points. If Djokovic participates in Indian Wells and the Miami Open, he could potentially widen his lead in the rankings, particularly as Alcaraz, Jannik Sinner, and Daniil Medvedev are obligated to defend points. Alcaraz is defending 1,910 points over the next 2 months, Medvedev 2,850 points, and Sinner 1,510 points. Djokovic already holds the record for the most weeks as world number 1, leading by 100 weeks over second-placed Roger Federer.